welcome Solex Nation to 2026, a brand new year.
Yes, 2026. Happy New Year, everyone. We are in a new set and we have new things for this year, right?
What do you think? Do you like our set?
Yeah, tell us if you like it in the comments. I think it's a great play. If you don't like it,
don't say anything.
hold your breath.
Kidding. But we have a lot of new things this year. One thing that we are doing that is new is something that started on Monday, and it is the AO Challenge. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I've already started to see people with that using that hashtag, the 2026 AO Challenge. I started it, and
Yes,
it's been really actually fun to be in the office with other people doing the challenge at the same time.
We're all doing it together. Now, don't worry if you didn't know about it or didn't have a chance to start on Monday. You're not too late. It was designed for you to be able to jump in anytime. So if you want to start next week, great. If you want to start the week after, great. Just get everything ready to go. You can download that. It's on our DMK, our digital marketing kit, sharesolex.com. We also emailed every single person with an account with the challenge. So go search your emails.
Yeah, if there are key pieces to doing the challenge, you want your AO Scan Technology subscription and you want AO Core.
That's right.
Those are kind of the two main parts to build and kick things off. And like you said, even if you did start on time and you're just cruising through this now, a few days into it, great. If you run through the full 6 weeks and you just loved it, like Shelby said, it's designed to be repeatable as well. Do it over and over again. I'm already learning just in these first couple days. I'm learning things that I've wanted to do about tracking my well-being that I haven't done. And so this is a good, I like this one. This is a fun one.
And just so you know, we want you to be doing AO Core every day. We also want you to be using your scanner every day. So on the days that it doesn't specifically say, do this scan, give you something to do on the scanner, do what you would typically do. For me, I do an easy scan. So if it doesn't say specifically what for me to do on that day with my scanner, I'm going to do an easy scan. If it doesn't specifically tell you what to take AO Core, which part of AO Core to take, we're hoping that we want you to take all 4 parts of AO Core. That is Zymes, Biome, Gut, and Youth every day. So that's kind of assumed, but each day will say something different with, maybe it will highlight Zymes that day, or maybe it'll highlight Inner Voice that day. So we're highlighting those, but we want you to be doing all of it every day.
And the real key is learning more about you as you improve your health, but then also learning about what things help improve your health and why they're doing, what are they doing, and why are they helpful for you. So hopefully you'll have a great, fun experience. Not only, like Shelby said, is it startable at any point, but one of the fun things about the hashtag 2026 AO Challenge, right, is that we kind of have a community. I've already seen the post, like I said, and I hope to see a lot more posts.
Yeah, that's right. So jump in, Facebook, Instagram, check out those posts. Okay, tomorrow is Thursday, the 8th, and we are going to have our Golds and Higher first call of the year. That's at 4 o'clock Mountain Time. So if you have hit Gold or higher, then you will receive an email tomorrow morning with the Zoom info. We're going to give a lot of information. That's going to be a lot of information on that call, things you need to know. One of the things that we do share on that call is what the Q1 incentives will be for everyone. So we're going to wait and we're going to share that tomorrow with all the Golds and Higher, and then we will post those to our blog after that call is over, and we'll also talk about it next week on the weekly update. But let's tell them for January what we're doing, since we're already in the middle of it.
We're already rolling. There are 2 big deals going on at the same time. We usually do 1 incentive. We have 2 going on at the same time for the month of January. With any order, you can enroll as a QLA, or you can have somebody enroll as a QLA for free. That's a pretty big deal.
That is.
But if they enroll with a bundle and a subscription, then you can double that liftoff bonus that's available to you as part of the compensation plan. So great time for somebody not only to join, but if they're quick about it, they have until the 15th to take advantage of that doubling of the liftoff bonus. Again, that's buying the bundle and adding the subscription, and then having that subscription successfully transact.
That's right. Now, if you are a current preferred customer and you would like to become a QLA for free this month, call our customer support and we'll help you with that. And just note that if you are enrolling people, the double liftoff is the 1st through the 15th. And also the free QLA membership goes through the end of the month.
Yep, and that's not for renewals. That's
No.
only for newbies coming
New
to
QLAs.
us, you sharing with folks, and they wanting to come and take a part of the opportunity and use the opportunity to build their 2026 to the best they can be.
Guess what's happening in 2 months?
What?
Virtual Day of Discovery.
Oh my gosh, we're already here.
If you don't know what it is, look at a few of these examples from years past.
It's going to take the pains of daily life and turn it on its head.
To show that frequency-specific interventions are just game changers in getting the brain to adopt new ways of behaving.
To help it perform at its very best. That sets us apart.
This is what I want to do. This is who I want to impact. How can I get there? And I broke it into little baby steps.
Remake yourself over into who you for so long have really wanted to be.
And your subconscious talks to your conscious mind and it allows it to happen.
With the AO scan, we're going to show you out of all those different things you can do to change that.
Let's talk about how true healing happens from the inside out.
You are going to back it up with action.
So why doesn't everyone stand up and we'll try this together?
You have to take the action. We don't get anywhere if we don't move.
You know what? We always get asked for our live Day of Discovery. Can you guys live stream that? Can you make that a virtual event and a live event? And while we decided not to do that, and we have stuck to our guns on that, we did make a virtual Day of Discovery every March, and we have done that since what? 2022 was our first year.
Right away.
Yeah,
and
right
it really
away.
has worked out really well because it seems like about every 6 months we have this run from one Day of Discovery to the next.
Yes.
Where at Day of Discovery, like you saw in the examples, it is filled with not just product launches, but also so much education and so many announcements teaching about how to better your health, how to help other people better their health, and even business strategies in that.
Yeah, learning more about the scanner. It's all in there. We always have exciting product launches. So Day of Discovery is a really fun time, and it's from the comfort of your own home. It will be, it's usually about 8 hours of content. That's the average. We actually don't know. I can't tell you yet because we are filming now for it.
Yep, we're recording.
So we'll let you know what the end of that, once we're done, we'll let you know how much time that's going to take. But you have a whole week to watch those videos, and you can go at your own pace. You can get together with people, you can get together with your teams. It's a great opportunity for togetherness and for learning.
Yeah, and during that week, you get to take advantage of the 20% off coupon that comes with every ticket holder. It's assigned to the account, so if your account has a ticket on it, you will get opportunities to get products from Solex at 20% off. Also, because you bought the ticket and you attended the event, obviously by logging in with that email address, you attend the event, we get to assign a point toward the incentive trip toward your account. And so that just gets you a little bit closer toward Jamaica.
Yeah, we've never done that before. Giving credit for watching Day of Discovery. Why wouldn't you do that? So tickets are on sale right now in your back office. And if you would like to buy the live Day of Discovery too, the best value is to buy the bundle that's available.
The 2026 bundle.
And obviously once Day of Discovery virtual is over, so that's March 4th through 10th. So on the 11th, on March 11th, that bundle will no longer be available. So if you want the best value, that's it. Okay, something else that is really exciting. It's a new year. It's a new you. It's a great time to join the Solex School of Naturopathy.
Oh, we love this school. It has started off on fire. People are in it. They're learning. They are discovering. We have our instructors involved in helping students learn more, even as they have questions about the material they're going over. They're in an exclusive Facebook group, and the instructors that are helping people along as best they can. We love these instructors and we love these students, and the combination is truly building a new set of professionals in the field of alternative health and wellness, and what will become, I believe, a leading paradigm of wellness.
If you've ever wanted to become a naturopathic doctor, this is the program for you. We have instructors that are top notch. We have medical doctors, we have psychologists, we have MDs, PhDs, we have naturopathic doctors, we have all of it. You know, there are quite a few people that already are naturopathic doctors that have signed up for Susan. We call it Susan.
Yeah.
One of them said the other day that he's already a naturopathic doctor and he's already learned so much just from watching the first semester.
Yeah, we're very proud of the breadth of the opportunity to learn, as well as the way at which it's paced and priced. We expect our second semester to be available in the next few months. Between semester 1 and semester 2, you're already getting certifications in both of those semesters, leading to the third and then the fourth, the capstone semester, which then declares you certified as a naturopathic doctor, where you can then go and sit for board examinations and be certified by an independent body as one. This is, if you've wanted to feel the confidence that comes by knowing that you know, Susan is that pathway, right? The School of Naturopathy is the pathway in this area of the world of learning about health and wellness. It really is a powerhouse, learning at the feet of brilliant people.
Okay, so they're interested. How do they sign up?
Okay, so learn.susan.education. Just go to learn.susan.education and you'll find it.
Perfect. Okay, we haven't been here in a couple of weeks. We had Christmas and then we had New Year's and now we're back. So we need to catch up on, well, how about the contest?
The contest, okay.
Okay, so we asked you 2 weeks ago, when do you feel most in sync with the world around you? And we're giving away the chakra bracelet to 3 people.
Okay, 3
mix
people.
Them up. There's a
All
lot
right,
there.
mix them. There's a lot. Here's the first winner. First winner for 2026 is Boss Health Matters. Give us your name, let us know who you are, and we'll get the chakra bracelet out to you. I feel the most in sync when I use the hub at the gym. I tune everyone out, then go and work out.
I want to know what people think when they see you on the hub. Like, are you like in the corner? Like, that's so
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Great talking point.
And then getting your mind attuned and then going and working out. I
totally
need to try
focused.
that.
Totally focused. I love that.
I never even
It's
considered
brilliant.
that. All right, next one is Deborah. Let us know who you are. I feel in sync when I remember to be grateful for all my blessings. Yes. Yes.
What a foundational thing for everything. All right. Last winner of the chakra bracelet is Susan Reese.
Susanna Rice.
Oh, Susanna
Sorry, it's
Rice.
hard to read, just so you know. She can read.
Yes,
It's hard.
8992. How about that?
There you go.
I feel completely in sync with the world around me when I'm preparing plant medicine. Everything connects in a harmony that is easy, familiar, and light. The same can be said when I'm doing energy work. All distractions fall away. Like you're in the zone, as they say, right?
Very good. Congratulations to our 3 winners. Okay, we have 2 weeks of top enrollers to announce. The first week is for December 22nd through the 28th. So this was Christmas.
Yeah,
this was
a tough week.
A tough week.
Tough week to share things.
Yeah. So
other than a meal and presents and stuff like that.
That's right. But a lot of people shared Solex. And our top enroller for that week is Melissa Baca.
Wow.
I hope I said that right. And I'll tell you what, she brought on 2 people in that week. And that means that our second place winner is everyone else who brought on 1. And there were a lot. Hundreds.
Yeah.
So congratulations to all hundreds of you for being first and second place. And Melissa, you will receive a 6-pack of AO Scan sample passes. All right, the next
other
week,
right?
So that's December 29th through January 4th, and no ties on this
Not
one.
a big tie for second place. We had Emma McEwen down in Australia at second place. Great job.
Congratulations,
She's
Emma.
moving. She's sharing a lot right now.
Yeah, she is. And in first place, we have Kate Simpson. Congratulations, Kate. You also will receive a 6-pack of AO Scan sample passes. Well, thank you everybody for listening to our long list of announcements. Thanks for hanging in there with us. And now we get to turn the time over to Dr. LaChelle Wieme.
I gotta just tell you that we're starting this out a little bit differently than I had planned. I got a little high maintenance yesterday afternoon when I asked Jake if I could change up my slides a little bit. But this story is way too good not to share, okay? So what you're seeing is a really bad drawing that I did. So if anything, you're gonna be able to be like, okay, like she's normal, she's a human being, and she sucks at drawing. But here's the deal. In February of this year, I was on one of my manifesting retreats that I do a couple times a year in Mexico. And one of the things that I do with my participants is we draw our picture of our life now and our life of what we want it to be. And what I did was I took a tiny little snapshot of that vision board and I blew it up for you guys today, okay? Now here's the cool part. I completely forgot about this. I don't look at it every day. A month after that retreat, my family and I were on spring break in Orange Beach, Alabama, and I was at this cute little boutique and I saw this cute little pink dress, and I'm like, God, that's cute. I'm probably too old to wear it. But you know what? Like, that would be really cute for the next time I'm on stage, but I didn't have anything lined up. About a couple months later, I was on a Zoom with Kai and Shelby, and they're like, hey, we would love for you to speak at Day of Discovery. Cool. Forgot about the dress, forgot about the vision board until this week. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna wear? And then I saw the stinking vision board that I drew out, you guys. And then I'm like, oh, I have a dress. And you know what's funny is that people are like, LaChelle, where's your hat? But I'm like, but I don't have a hat in my picture. So I'm like, here I am, hatless and feeling naked, but that's okay. So I want you guys to understand that this stuff works. This energy stuff works. And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna show you exactly how it can work for you, okay? So what I wanna do is I wanna hear from you guys. If this next statement resonates with you, I wanna hear some claps, I wanna hear some cheering, okay? What if I told you that you did not have to know how the AO scan works to make money in this business? Yeah. Right? Okay, what if I told you that you do not have to understand quantum physics to be able to grow your team? Right, like, oh, feels so good. What if I told you from personal experience that you could become a platinum if you don't know how to read your own vital scan? Right? Okay. Over the next couple of minutes, you guys, you're gonna understand not only how all of that is possible, but how you uniquely are equipped to be successful because of who you are. You ready for that? All right, so what I wanna do is I wanna talk to you about this amazing woman who came to me for some help with her Solex business. You see, she loved the AO scan, she believed in the mission, but anytime she had an opportunity to talk about it, she completely froze. And she came to me, she's like, LaChelle, like, how do I even explain this? She's like, you mean, how do I tell people that I can read their biofield from anywhere in the world? Right? She's like, how do I tell them that this just sends frequencies to their cells, or that they know their whole like emotional state based on 10 seconds of their voice? Like, I'm gonna sound crazy. And I totally got that, but she was paralyzed, not because she didn't love the technology, but because she literally was afraid that if she didn't come across as knowing the science, then she wasn't gonna be credible. And she was stuck, she was paralyzed. And so when we worked together, it wasn't about just, optimizing her pitch, but we needed to really work on her alignment. Because the thing is that deep down, it wasn't just that she feared not being smart or sounding not smart. It was that really the truth was that she was afraid of being seen, of being judged, of being rejected. And that she had this belief that she had to be an expert in order to be credible. And so what we did is we worked on her alignment and we helped her to recognize that the belief that she had to be the expert is not truth. And we grounded in the truth that it doesn't have to be a mastery of science, but it's a mastery of energy, right? And what happened was once she started to accept that and feel aligned, you guys, a couple weeks later, she signed 3 new clients. Amazing, right? And it wasn't because she freaking memorized the AO scan manual. It wasn't because of any fancy script I gave her. No. It was because she started to just lead with her story. She led with her conviction, her belief, her passion. Now I'm going to give you a little truth with a hug today, okay? Your future clients do not need a quantum physics lecture. Now I have one if you want one. But what they need is to feel your certainty, okay? Now, back in the 80s, there were some researchers that were determined to prove something really remarkable. And they sent a very small team of people who were experts in meditation to the Middle East in the middle of a war. Now, these meditators were not taught to rally, to protest, to convince anyone. And they weren't even taught to visualize tanks disappearing or negotiations working out. They literally were just asked to embody the frequency of peace. That's it. Embody the frequency of peace. Now, while they were meditating and embodying the frequency of peace, violence, conflict, crime, all significantly decreased. When they stopped, it went back up. When they started again, it went back down. A few years later, they repeated the study in Washington, D.C. with the same results. In fact, what they found is that in as little as 1% of the population, you guys, 1%, can get into a place of coherent energy. It can shift the entire collective energetic field. Holy, right? Like, wow. So what does that mean though? What does that mean to us? Like, I'm a practical person. What that means is that if 1% of the population or even a small group of people that are in a war zone can impact the collective, what can happen if you show up with that sales call feeling empowered and congruent and grounded and certain? That person's gonna feel it, isn't it? Right? And even bigger, cooler than your results in Solex is imagine that you walk into a room and people can feel it. That the team that you lead can feel it. That the family that you're raising is embodying it. And that your future clients are attracted to you because of it. That, my friends, is the ripple effect of energetic coherence. Now, the Heart Math Institute has been studying for decades, and the results have shown that when we get into a state of emotions that are tied to love, gratitude, joy, our biofield, our energetic field, becomes aligned with a congruent energy field. Okay? But when we are feeling feelings of fear and scarcity and lack and overwhelm, our biofield becomes very incoherent and chaotic. Now, I want to really help you to link the significance of our heart and our head. So I want to give you an example, right? So let's just say that I thought, because we're taught very conventionally, especially in personal development spaces, that our thoughts create our feelings, right? Our feelings create our actions creates our results. Like, that's what we're taught. That makes sense. So if I told myself that I was going to totally suck today, right? Then I'm going to feel that. I'm going to feel like, oh my gosh, what am I doing here? Like, my breath is going to be shallow. My palms are going to be sweaty. My heart's going to be racing, right? Because my thoughts created the feeling of anxiety. You guys have probably all experienced that at some point, right? That's a top-down approach to the heart-brain association. But the thing that we don't always acknowledge is that our heart actually creates the most powerful biofield, energetic field in our body. And so and I'm sure you guys have had this where you've had like an anxious day, you just feel off. Like, oh my God, I have so much to do. I don't even know what to do. And I can't think clearly. I can't prioritize. I can't make decisions. I'm just stuck in this spiral down chaotic energy because my biofield of my heart is impacting my brain. You see, it's a loop. And because our most powerful biofield is here within our heart, once we regulate, our regulated heart creates a regulated head. And if I can calm down, get my heart into a place of gratitude and love and joy, it sends a feedback loop to my head that creates better cognition, better creativity, better decision making. I even have better quality of thoughts. It all starts here. Now, I want you to think about your body like a cell phone. Every single day, our cell phones are sending and receiving invisible information, aren't they? Through Bluetooth, through Wi-Fi, through the cellular data. And the same thing is happening within our body. Our body has this electromagnetic field that is surrounding it, that's interacting, also processing, giving and receiving information all day long. From our environment to our environment, from our thoughts to our thoughts, our feelings, and even the people around us.
The sound waves from this tuning fork will cause this box to vibrate. When that box vibrates, it makes the tuning fork vibrate. So when I do this, I'm going to hit this tuning fork, but you can still hear it vibrating. A lot of times people think it's the original tuning fork still making noise, but it's the other one.
Resonance energy, how cool is that? Right? And so our body is giving and receiving things through resonance energy all the time. We can influence or be influenced by. What do we want to do? We want to be the influencer, right? So I want to tell you about another gal who came to me for some help. And she had this big, beautiful dream of growing a very healthy, thriving downline in her network marketing company. And you guys, she was doing all the things. She was posting consistently. She was hosting amazing team calls. She was even doing all of the suggested Solex things like Sephi and Inner Voice and Mind Sync, right? She was doing all the things. But she's like, LaChelle, none of this is working. I don't understand. And so I was able to look into her content. It was spot on, right? She was doing all the right things. But when we were able to dive a little bit deeper, I was able to dig something out of her that was this big overarching fear that she wasn't going to be able to handle her success. Oh my gosh, if I grow too fast, then I'm going to disappoint people because I'm not going to be able to keep up. I'm not going to be able to manage it all. I'm going to lose my time freedom. And so even though she was doing all the things, even though her brain said that she wanted to be successful, she literally was blocking the manifestation of that because of her disbelief and her biofield, basically doubting and creating resistance and uncertainty around the goal, right? And so what happens is that when we have a disconnect between our heart and our head, it creates that incoherent energy field, right? And it creates static and it creates chaos. Now, what's interesting though, is that other people can sense that. And you guys, like, I'm not even just talking about like you and I talking in front, to each other face to face. I'm talking that the other person can literally sense it by being the recipient of your email. Crazy, doesn't matter. That's the ether, right? And so what happens is our brains are wired for safety. And the limbic part of our brain, the emotional part of our brain that houses these cool mirror neurons, can actually sense incongruence. It senses the instability, it senses the static, and it says, something's off, I don't trust this. And so even though she was doing all the right things, saying all the right things, she was literally blocking her own success. So what did we do? We shifted her energy field. We shifted that belief. We worked on that so that when she was doing things, she was doing it from a place of coherence. Now, what's interesting is that our brains can pick up on this unsafe experience within less than 1/10 of a second. And your biofield, my friends, is your biggest, most powerful sales tool that you have. So if you can find ways to start believing in yourself and believing in what you have to share, and you can come across as confident and clear and certain and worthy, your biofield is going to reflect that, and other people are going to sense that, and they're going to be magnetized to you versus being rejected to you. And there's a reason like people can't explain it. Like, I don't know why people are attracted to me or that I get ghosted, but it's your biofield that is playing in the background. The good news is that we can control that. We can control it by allowing our hearts to really get into that cohesive state. The love, the joy, the gratitude, and allow that to influence our head and to work on things like we do within Solex. And when we create a coherent state, we become magnetic. Other people are naturally going to link up to a more stable biofield thanks to the science of coherence and from entanglement and entrainment, right? And so other people are going to link up to you energetically, whether they realize it or not. So when you show up in that way, you're going to find that the conversations, the emails, the DMs are going to be more fruitful than they've been. And it doesn't even matter if you say something different. In fact, Sarah, I'm going to have you come on up to the stage. You guys, can we all give a hand to Sarah? All right, Sarah, you guys, Sarah is one of my newest QLAs, and she's here. So she's brand spanking new, and she hasn't had a chance to really grow her team yet because she's brand new, right? So I wanted you guys to hear from somebody who's relatable to wherever you're at in your business, right? I could have brought up some of these beautiful Pearl leaders, but sometimes you're like, I don't get it. Sarah is going to show us how easy this is. So what I want you to understand is that our biofield is so stinking important, and the feelings that we attach to things like our words are really going to be what are going to help our success. It's going to be what is going to help us to work smarter, not harder, to help us to be able to get more traction from the same action and words that we use, okay? So Sarah, let's have this little fun demonstration, shall we? Words are neutral. Okay, so we are going to do a little role play here, okay? So why don't we go ahead and why don't you get started with the first example, please?
Hey, I've been using this cool tool that teaches my body how to heal itself. Can I tell you about it?
Yes, you can. How much is it?
$149 a month.
Okay, awesome, nice job. Okay, cool. Words are neutral. So that's her robot voice, everybody, yes. All right, now Sarah, next I want you to play the role that I asked you to play for the second one, okay? You ready for this? Okay.
Yeah.
You maybe bring it up a little bit closer, okay.
Yeah. Hey, I've been using this cool tool that teaches my body how to heal itself. Can I tell you about it?
Sure. How much
is it? $149 a month.
Okay, cool. All right. What did you guys notice? Right? She's kind of felt like what? That was like insecure, maybe a little, just unsure of herself, right? Okay, cool. Same script though, right? Same words. Different feeling. Okay, one more time.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Hey, I've got this great tool that teaches your body how to heal itself. Can I tell you a little bit about it?
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
How much is it?
It's $149 a month, but it's like you can scan your family, you can scan yourself. It's just amazing. I'm so excited to tell you more.
Awesome. Okay. Yay. So what's interesting is that even though I didn't tell her to, she still improvised a little bit with that script because her energy shifted and she couldn't help it. Like, how cool is that? That happens to all of us, and that's exactly what I wanted to show, but she didn't know that. So what did you guys see, though? Words are neutral, aren't they? Somebody can give you a script. This is why I hate it when people come to me as an upline or as a business coach, and they ask me for, what do I say? It doesn't matter what I tell you to say. Words are neutral. I want you to come from your heart is who you be when you do, that's going to help you get what you want to have, right? Thank you, Sarah. All right, so I want to tell you about somebody else that you might relate to. So this client came to me and she had this beautiful, beautiful package. I know that many of you guys have things that you do outside of Solex or you work Solex into things, right? So she had this beautiful package. Not only was it proven, not only was it absolutely priced appropriate for the transformation, everything was right on. And she was really struggling with sales. And she came to me, she's like, LaChelle, I don't get it. She's like, I've heard now like 5 or 6 times, I would love to, but I just can't afford it. Oh, that's so frustrating, right? And she's like, can you just help me figure out, like, is it my audience? Am I saying the wrong thing? Like, let's figure this out. So I went into her, stuff, I audited it, and I'm like, okay, your content is right on. And your DMs are beautiful. They're value-based. They're very calming and loving. I love that. When I met her and I was able to sense her energy, it was professional. It was very sincere, like right on. And so I asked her one simple question. One simple question. I'm like, hey girl, so do you think that your product is too expensive? She had to think about it for a moment, not too long. She's like, I do actually have a hard time like talking myself into spending money on myself and probably at that price range too. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. You guys see that even though everything was perfect, her subconscious block around the investment was blocking her success. Our subconscious is going to mirror the people, attract the people that are consistent with what we believe. Our most prominent, dominant vibration is going to be what we experience and attract. And the law of attraction, as well as the law of coherence, tells us that what we carry on the inside must present itself on the outside. So what we did was we shifted her frequency. So we got into a place where she was doing her CEFIs around confidence, around prosperity, abundance. We worked on her inner voice so that I could untangle some of those charged emotions around investing. We built an amazing mind sync, affirmations that one of the things said that I attract people who are empowered by this price and that this stretch is what gets them to the next level. Boom, and she felt it, you guys. And it wasn't because she was starting to say things radically different, but she was believing things. And I literally witnessed her, like a proud little mama, I witnessed her saying to somebody, this is really for people who are serious about their own transformation and are not wanting to just collect information. Yeah, girl. She started to believe it. And she signed 3 full price clients within the next month. You guys, it's not what somebody tells you to do, it's who you be, okay? Now, the universe is going to find a match. We've just talked about that, but so will your brain. You see, we have this cool part in our brain called the reticular activating system that is really, really good about being efficient. And so it's going to take what it knows about you, who I believe I am, how I believe the world works, how I believe that I relate or function in the world, and it's going to filter out everything in the world that is not aligned with what I already believe. So if I believe I suck, I'm going to continue to have experiences that are going to prove it. Because I don't see all the other amazing experiences that are there that I'm just not noticing. And so what we have to do is to train our brains to start looking for evidence of what we want to see instead of relying on old programming that has already identified who it thinks you are and wants to just keep proving you're right. How many of you guys noticed a bunch of red cars driving on the street this morning? Probably none, right? I want you to notice it tomorrow. You're going to see them everywhere. Why? Because you're told your brain to look for it. Otherwise, it had already decided it wasn't important. Your brain is going to filter out things that it does not align with what it knows or wants to know. And so you're going to continue to find self-fulfilling prophecies and evidence of why things are hard for you or why this business is hard or everybody thinks it's too expensive. You have to force your brain to start looking for things that it's been filtering out.
If you're passionate about health and you're passionate about making a difference in the world and helping others, SUSN is going to be fabulous. It's going to give you the confidence, it's going to give you the education to just help the world, to change things the way you want to see them.
We're going to hear part 2 from Dr. LaChelle next week.
Yes, we are. We had some requests. People called in and said, okay, I remember that talk from Dave Discovery. Are you going to put it on your weekly update? And here it is. So we know that you enjoyed LaChelle. We did too. We will listen to the rest of her talk next week. But we want to do a contest.
Yes, of course we want to do contests. If you're new here, this is the time where we ask you a question and we ask you to comment on this call. After the live chat, comment on the call, your answer to the question. And next week we'll do drawing like we did at the beginning of this call, and we give away free stuff.
That's right.
Who doesn't like free stuff?
I like free stuff.
Right? So what's the question this week?
Okay, we want to know, what is one small shift you've made in your life that has created a big result?
Yes, for me it was just over a year ago when we announced youth.
Yeah.
And it actually took me a few weeks to get started, but then I started taking youth. And then I started taking it not just pretty regularly. I'm kind of that kind of person. Like once I decide to do something, it's like in the routine, and I make it a routine. And if I believe it will help me, and I'm convinced and persuaded by the backing of it, then I do it. And so youth is that thing for me. It's really small. It's one tablespoon a day.
You had a big difference, though, in 6 months. And we'll show the pictures here. You started taking it, took it straight for 6 months every single day. And look at the difference in your face. Great results. Big results. One small thing every day. So guess what? We want you to tell us what's one small thing you do every day that will create a big result. And we're going to give away youth.
Which youth?
Let's do lemon orange. Does that sound good?
Okay.
I'm saying that. I hope there's no size out there. I want a raspberry. That's my favorite one. So you're getting my favorite one, lemon orange. Hope you like that. We'll see y'all next week.